So hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So in this video I'm going to talk about how you can create that kind of finished floor texture in the Blender with the help of the node setup. So without any further delay, now let's get started tutorial. And here you can see guys, here we have a very easy node setup which is gonna that kind of realistic floor texture. So make sure you watch the tutorial till end, because in this video we'll just talk about each and everything, how we can increase the value and when we will increase the value, what we will get exactly. So make sure you watch the tutorial till end. And here you can see this is our render view. Basically this is the final render and this is our texture, basically that is the floor texture. So now let's start the tutorial. And if I'm just going to show you, so here you can see this is our whole setup file basically. Okay, here you can see. So let's start it. Okay, so first of all I just want to hide everything except this floor basically. Okay, and I just want to delete this material from this basically. Okay, so right now we don't have any kind of material into our scene. So I'm just going to move my shading panel from here. Yeah, so now we can see very clearly. So first of all we'll just add one new principal BSDF node. This is our basic node setup basically, here you can see. Okay, and then we'll just add a color ramp node. I will just press shift A and here I will just add one color ramp node, and I will just plug this color into our base color, and here I will just add some color. So for adding the color I have already created one color slide here. Here you can see. So we are just going to use this 3 color for making this floor texture. So first of all I will just choose this first color. I'm just going to here, and I just want to just press the Ctrl C. I will just hover my mouse into our on top of the our base color, and then I will just press the Ctrl C, and then I'm just going to my here, and here I will just select this one, and then I'm just going to paste pressing the Ctrl V. So we'll get the same exact color which is we have copied from there. Okay, and then we'll just copy this second color, same thing will apply. We'll just hover our mouse on top of this base color, then we'll do Ctrl C, and we'll just add the same color here pressing the Ctrl V. Okay, and apart from that we don't need to change anything now, and we'll just hide for a while because right now we don't need this. Okay, so right now we have a that kind of color combination here. Okay, now what we will do, we'll just add some other nodes. So we'll just add one Musgrave node basically. Here we have our Musgrave node. Yeah, that is our Musgrave texture node, and I will just plug this Musgrave texture into our FAC, and here you can see it will look something like that. Okay, so from here we have to just change some settings. So we'll just increase the scale from here. We can do, I think 13 look fine to me. Yeah, I think that much scale is look fine to me. Okay, we can increase a little bit more if you want. I think that's look fine. Okay, and we'll just increase the detailing as well. So we can increase the detailing, I think 6.3 look fine to me. And apart from that we can just decrease this dimension, and we'll just increase this value little bit up, I think. Okay, I think 4.5 look fine to me. Yeah, I think that's look fine. So right now we can see something like that on our screen. Okay, so what we will do now, we'll just add one more texture. It's called basically a noise texture. Just add a noise texture, and we'll just plug this FAC into our vector panel. So we'll see something like that, and that's look cool by the way, here you can see. Okay, so now what we will do, we'll just decrease the scale value first of all. Okay, we can just decrease the scale value. I think, yeah, that's look fine to me. And we can decrease also the detailing value. So we can keep it 0.5. I think 0.5 look fine to me. Yeah, I think that's look fine. Okay, and we'll just decrease this roughness value as well. So you can see when I'm just going to increase the roughness, so it will look like this. So if you want some variation, so you can increase the roughness value, but right now we don't want any variation. That look fine to me. Okay, and apart from that I think you don't need to change anything. So right now here you can see we have that kind of texture here. You can't see any kind of detailing into our texture basically. So how we can get the texture basically, how we can get that bump basically. I will just add one bump node here. I will just add one bump node, and I will also add one color ramp node, and I will just plug into in between here. So right now here you can see it will look like this. Okay, so what I will do, I will just select this color node and put on into a height. Here you can see. Okay, and we'll just plug this normal into our normal. So it will look like this. Here you can see. Now we can see little bumpness into our texture, but right now it's look too much. We have to just decrease the value of this bumpiness basically. So I'm just going to decrease it. So I think that's look fine to me. Yeah, I think that must look fine to me. Okay, and we can increase the distance little bit. Yeah, I think that's look fine. Now we can see a little bit realistic wooden texture happening here. Yeah, okay, but one more thing we'll do here. What we will do, we'll just add one more node in between here. It's called basically a invert, and I will just plug it between here, and I will just decrease the value little bit from this FAC. So you can see when I'm just going to decrease the value, so it will look like this. Now here you can see it's look more realistic. Okay, and we can do one more thing. We can just add one mapping node into our this section, basically noise texture, so it will fit this texture properly into this part. Here you can see, and we can just increase this our scene to 0 to 1. So you can see now we have a realistic texture here, and we'll just increase little clear coat as well, little bit, not too much, little bit we have to increase it. We can increase little bit. I think that must look fine to me. So now here you can see we have a perfect wooden texture here, and we can increase little bit a transmission value as well. Okay, and so everything look fine to me, but one thing we have to add at the last, which is give a more realistic effect into this our wooden texture. So we'll enable again our color palette, and we'll just copy this third color from here, and then I'm just going to add into our subsurface color section here, and then I'm just going to increase this subsurface little bit up. So yeah, so here you can see we just increase this value. Yeah, that's look fine to me. So now here you can see now we have a realistic a wooden texture here. Here you can see that's look fine. If I'm just going to turn into my rendering mode, and if I'm just going to unhide everything, so here you can see that's look something like that. Okay, so here you can see. So that's how you can create that kind of realistic wooden floor texture in the Blender with the help of the node setup. That is totally procedural, which is super cool and which is super easy to create it, and that is very easy and cool trick. So I thought I should share with you. So I hope you also like this trick, and I hope you also enjoy this video. Okay, so if I'm just going to take a render, so you can see that will look something like that, and that's look fine by the way. So that's how you can create that kind of realistic polished wooden floor texture in the Blender with the help of the node setup. So thanks for watching this video guys. If you learned something in this video, please hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe my channel. Also, if you have any queries, if you have any suggestion, please let me know in the comment box. I will definitely reply comment. So bye bye, take care and stay home guys.